Ready for the puck drop. It's going to be Will Schmier to take the draw against number 98. He moves it up through center ice. A lot of ice to use today as they're skating out of the Guelph Storms OHL arena. Lead pass up through center for Owen Smith. Over there at the Mississauga bench, trying to take it back into his zone, get it out. Lead pass up through center, gets knocked down by Schmier. Goes back into the zone, gets knocked down by Connor Shear, who gets it over there for Gage Ford. Ford uses the boards, gets knocked down by number 12, but he couldn't do anything with the puck. Turns it back over to the Toros, and fire it right back in to the Mississauga zone as they go off on their first line change. Back to pick it up is number 15 for Mississauga, starting out of his own zone with a lead pass at through center ice. Mississauga leads it into the blue line, and it comes in offside. Now the line of Cole, Jackman, and Cameron Ryan are right there against number 9, who wins the draw for Mississauga. Right there at the Guelph Storm logo as it gets chipped into the zone. Trying to get to the puck is Connor Cole, turns it over to the defenseman, who fires it around the board. Jackman trying to cut that off in the corner and lead to a scoring opportunity for the Toros. Goes down low for Connor Cole, who gets tripped up. Goes in behind the net for number 2, defenseman for Mississauga. Jackman sitting out in front, waiting for a pass out of front. There's Jackman taking a shot, and that went over the stick there of Connor Cole, or that might have been a rebound out in front of the net. As Capelli keeps it in at the blue line. Quentin Capelli getting some help there, trying to keep it in the Mississauga zone as Cole takes the shot. Went wide of the net. Still stays in the zone for Cameron Ryan, who backhands it in around the net. Starting it at the center ice, but that lead pass gets broken up as Verschuren was almost off to the races on that bouncing puck. Lead pass for number 5, picks it up. Trying to get around Capelli is number 6 with a drop pass with a shot. And he scores to the top shelf. Mississauga leads at 1-0. So now Verschuren's going to take the draw. The Toros have got to get that one back. Not even 2 minutes in, and the Jets have a 1-0 lead. Parker Risler trying to dig for the puck there at the Toros bench. Verschuren gets it, chips it into the zone. Defenseman goes back in his own zone to retrieve it, tries to get it out, and he gets it by Manko down the ice. It goes no icing on the play as James Davidson has it, trying to get it away from number 10 with his lead pass. Knocked down by Verschuren, but the defenseman, number 21, couldn't do anything with the puck. Oscar Fata trying to get to the loose puck in the zone. Fata all alone, couldn't get a shot away. He gets tripped up, and we're going to get a penalty coming up to Mississauga. The first power play goes to the Toros. Face-off's going to come to the left of Murray as the Toros are on the power play. Schmier to take the draw, loses it in the zone when Mississauga gets the chance to clear it out. Capped in by Davidson, fires it around the board. Number 7, that was too far past him to get to the puck, so Schmier's got it, sends it out of front with a one-timer, and that was kicked away by Murray in behind the net. Chance to clear it out, finds some open ice, and does clear it down the ice. Goes in behind the goal for the defenseman to come back to get it. Thomas Manko, lead pass for Caleb John. John trying to get around his man at the penalty box area, and now he reaches the Mississauga zone with a shot. Stopped there by Murray, and he allows no rebound out in front of the net. Now we'll get a face-off to the left of Murray. Toros got their first shot on this power play, maybe looking for more. Gage Ford's got it, tries to fire it down low. Defenseman with a chance to clear it, gets knocked down by Jackman, stays in the zone for Connor Cole with a shot. That turnaround shot hit the defenseman before it reached the net. Still digging for the puck is Connor Cole in the corner. Jackman's going in there to help him as well. Try and dig that puck free. Jackman's got it, tried to get it over for Cameron Ryan, but his shot top blocked before he could one-time it at the goal. Fires it around the boards, a chance to clear it out for Mississauga. Pressured on, kept it at the line, but it rolled off the stick, and here comes the opportunity for number 96, who turns it over. Right there at the penalty box, the Toros are trying to get a loose puck, but it's Mississauga that does, and fire it down the ice. Back to pick it up is Gage Ford from his own zone. Ford with a lead pass for Jackman. 30 seconds left on the power play. Couldn't do anything with the puck, and we're getting our first Toro penalty coming up. Jackman is the one that gets the penalty for slashing. Here's Verschuren to chip it into the zone. To play 4-on-4 hockey. Fata's got the puck with a shot, and he just missed the top shelf. Oscar Fata was going. He had Murray beat, but he just missed the top shelf. And now Mississauga started out of their own zone from the blue line. Gets around Maddox. One-on-one against McComb, and he stuffed it wide of the net. Big opportunity there for number 98. There's a shot that gets blocked by Verschuren, and number 15 can't keep it in. But Mississauga is now on the power play with 1:30 left to go on Jackman's penalty. Here comes number 16. He just tripped up. Chance to clear it up for Quentin Capelli. Couldn't do it. Rolls in behind the net. Verschuren with a chance to clear it out. Can't get it by his man, number 12. Throws it at the goal. Trying to one-time that puck from the zone. Stopped there by McComb right in front of the net. We'll get a face-off to the right of McComb. It gets won by the Toros. James Davidson has the puck and clears it out. 1 minute exactly left to go on the penalty to Jackman. And the Toros will be back to full strength. Starting it through center ice with a lead pass. Reaches in over the blue line and stays onside. Drop pass there for number 91. Number 91 getting worked over there by James Davidson. So he gets some help from number 8 who chipped it in behind the net. Got taken down by Davidson. No penalty. Number 91's got it. Going to the slot area looking for a shot. That got blocked by Connor Cole. Gets it back over to the other side there for number 21. He's got a hard shot stopped there by McComb with the blocker. Davidson trying to get to the loose puck. James Davidson couldn't get it. Number 91's got it for Mississauga. Sends it out of front, but the pass for number 79 was broken up. And Connor Cole clears it the rest of the way down the ice. Under 20 seconds left on Jackman's penalty. Mississauga trying to stay onside with that pass for number 8, but it gets turned over to the Toros. And Caleb Dunn starts it out through center, trying to start a short-handed chance, but it got blocked. Jackman's back on the ice. The Toros are back to full strength. As Connor Steele goes back there to retrieve the puck, it goes for icing. We'll get a face-off to the left of Murray, going back to the line for Gage Ford. Here comes the opportunity to start it out for Mississauga. Leading the zone is number 8. Puts the brakes on. Number 6 couldn't do anything with the puck. Turns it over to Owen Smith. Smith trying everything he can to get that puck out of the zone. We got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. As that one rolls right into McComb, he's going to take it for a face-off. So it'll be a face-off to the right of McComb. Mississauga wins the draw going back to the line. Trying to get that shot away from the slot area. And it rolls in behind the net. As Schmear fires it around the board, gets knocked down there by number 5. Gets down low there for number 98, looking for somebody out in front of the net. He's got him with a backhand, and that hit the side of the goal. But number 8 picked up the loose puck. Trying to get around Connor Shear, looking for an opportunity is number 8. Has a man sitting out in front of the goal. Couldn't get that pass to him, and Caleb Junt's going to pick it up and fire it down the ice and relieve any Mississauga pressure. It's going to be an icing call. Number 6 takes the draw against Connor Cole. Sam Ryan, up there for Jackman. Logan Jackman trying to get around the defenseman for an opportunity. Had a goal in yesterday's game against Orangeville. This one gets turned over, stays in the Mississauga zone though. Connor Cole finds a loose puck, chips it down there for Sam Ryan. Looking for a shot, stopped it by Murray. Jackman gets on the loose puck, backhands it away from the defenseman. Jackman still with the puck on his stick, but he falls down in behind the net. Connor Cole trying to find the loose puck, gets back to the line. Here comes the opportunity for Maddox to throw it through, and it missed the net. Jackman goes off the board. There's a tip out of front for Connor Cole, tipped wide of the goal. 1-0 Mississauga here in the first period. That pass for Jackman couldn't get on his stick as it got broken up. He comes out through center for Capelli to use the board and stays right there at the Mississauga bench. Capelli again, that gets knocked down. Here comes the opportunity for number 12 to come back. But Capelli was able to take him down in behind the goal. Comes the opportunity for Capelli, digging all he can in the corner to try and get that puck out. Gets it up there for Jackman. Jackman with a late pass up there for Kevin Ryan. Looking to get a shot away. Kevin Ryan with a shot. Stopped there by Murray, and he holds it for a face-off. Verschuren's going to take the draw. Wins it. Tries to go back to the line. Menko gets it over there for James Davidson. That pass was too far past him. And now Mississauga started out through center. Back in his own zone goes Thomas Menko. Getting pressured on, trying to fire it off the board. There's a pass, was in the skates, and Davidson picks it up. Gets a chance to clear it out. Couldn't get it past the defenseman. Here's a chance for number 98. Nice move to get around one with a backhand, and he stuffed it into the far corner. 2-0 Mississauga. We're ready to start period number 2. Schmier to take the draw. Wins it for the Toros. Back to Connor Sear. Trying to start that through center. Number 13 knocks it down. Moves it out through center ice. It's stuck right there at the Mississauga bench as the Toros are trying to dig away at it. Trying to dig out that loose puck. It's Connor Sear getting some help. And now we get a penalty coming up. Face off at center. Ethan Maddox is going back in his own zone. Tries to throw it out through center ice. Stopped there by McComb. Rebounded in front of the net. And that got poked wide. Tries to clear it out for the Toros. Is John. Captain the line. Trying to get his shot through. Try for a big slap shot. Got blocked by John. Stays in the zone for Mississauga. Trying to get that shot through the screen. Captain the line again. Mississauga putting on pressure. And Owen McComb's going to relieve that pressure by pouncing on it in the blue paint. We get a face-off to the right of McComb as it rolls in behind the net. Mississauga putting pressure on, trying to set it out in front. Big chance out in front, hopped over the stick, kept in by the defenseman, and knocked off blocked by Connor Cole. Trying to get that puck out, gets it past number 13. Stackman was putting pressure on his man, so now Mississauga started out through center with a weak little backhand, rolls it in behind the net. Trying to get that puck out, Connor Cole does, and fires it all the way down. That's going to kill some time on the power play as Murray leaves it for his defenseman, trying to start something on their power play, leading it out through center ice. Number 21 got a hard shot, and that one went wide. Maddox working on his man in the corner, trying to battle for that loose puck to get it out. Defenseman gets the opportunity. Cam Ryan couldn't fire it out past the Mississauga D though, as it goes back in behind the net. Toros getting pressured on, already down by 2 goals. As that late goal, there's a shot that just missed the post, and the Toros still trying to get that puck out of their zone. Austin Fata, not going to happen there as it gets knocked down by Mississauga, who are all over the puck right now. Ethan Maddox picks up the loose puck in behind the net. Chips it past the defenseman, gets the opportunity to clear it down, and tries to find an opening. Here's the Cameron Ryan. Ryan going up there with Owen Smith. Cameron Ryan. Nice move to get to the backhand, but he couldn't get that backhand away though. He did all he could to get to the scoring opportunity, but he got taken down before he got his backhand off. Toros back to full strength with Sears back on the ice, but it's still some Mississauga pressure though. Spins around, tries to get a shot through, still out in front of the net. Another centering pass out in front, kept in by the defenseman with a shot, tipped out in front, rebound out again, couple walked away, it's stopped there by McComb. Verschuren fires it around the boards, kept in by number 7. You have pressure on by Fata, so he fires it in behind the net. Chance to clear it out here for the Toros. Up there for Fata, who couldn't chip it past the defenseman, number 7. Number 7 is keeping everything in at the blue line and keeping this pressure on. But now Verschuren's going to start it out through center ice. Ryan Verschuren dumps it down the ice and behind the goal. Starting out of his own zone is number 27. His lead pass for number 3 was too far past him as Gage Ford has to go back there to retrieve it for the Toros. Time for a lead pass that gets knocked down. Austin Fata trying to find the puck in his skates. Mississauga still putting pressure on, and there's a shot that gets stopped by McComb. 6:18 left to go here in the second period. It's Gage Ford, picks it up in his own zone, goes in behind the net. Ford trying for a pass for Caleb John, gets knocked down at the line by number 79, who fires it back down low. Toros just trying to get it out of their own zone right now, and Owen Smith got hooked. No penalty on the call. Number 91's got it, leads it into the zone. Time for a drop pass. That shot went wide, and Ford's got a chance to clear it out, and he does, as the defenseman couldn't keep it in. Time for another lead pass. That one gets picked off by William Schmier. Schmier reaches the zone. Nowhere to go as he's getting taken into the boards. And we're going to get a penalty coming up as Schmier had a headlock on him all the way into the Mississauga zone. So the Toros have an opportunity to cut into this lead. They get a power play. Connor Cole gets the draw back to Gage Ford. Couldn't get the shot through. Cameron Ryan has the backhand. Couldn't get it away. Connor Cole goes back to the line for Sears. Trying for a slap shot. Tipped out in front. Stopped there in front of the goal by Murray. And now it gets cleared out. A nice reaction save there by Murray. He hasn't been tested much in this game, but he showed that his right pad is working right there with a big deflection save out in front of the net. Cam Ryan going to test him again though, looking to get a shot through. Cameron Ryan over there for Logan Jackman. Jackman trying to dig for the puck at the face-off circle. Doing all he can to pick up that loose puck. Cameron Ryan's going to help him out with the backhand. Gets stopped there by Murray. Goes in behind the net as Jackman gets taken down into the boards. Jackman still getting worked over in the corner. Capelli throws it at the net, tipped out of front, and Murray's got it in the crease. 2:53 left to go on the power play. Maddox over there for his defenseman. Rizzler trying to get to the loose puck. Mississauga get it, and a nice slap pass, fires it all the way down. Putting pressure on his man. Defenseman goes back there to pick it up, trying for a lead pass it through center. Broken up, trying for a short-handed chance now. Nice pass with a shot. Went high and wide over the net, but it took a Mississauga bounce and bounced right in front of the net. But now the Toros started out. Led by Verschuren going up there with Fata. Austin Fata. Verschuren goes sliding into the boards. Trying to stuff it out in front of Murray. Out in front of the net with a backhand. He scores! Ryan Verschuren out in front of the net scores on the power play. And the Toros have cut it to 1. So the Toros make Mississauga pay for that 4-minute penalty because they've still got 2 minutes to kill off. Schmier to take the draw. Verschuren has the Toros on the board with his first goal of the tournament. Goes back to the line. Thomas Menko. Toros still working on the power play up there for Owen Smith. Smith over there for William Schmier. Schmier puts the brakes on, gets tripped up, goes back to the line for Thomas Menko. Trying to get a shot through, gets knocked down by number 21. Trying to find an opening. He backhands it past Davidson and out. Menko going back in his own zone. Thomas Menko with a lead pass up there for Caleb Dunn. Schmier's got it, reaches in over the blue line, throws it at the goal, goes in behind the net. Trying to find an opening, and he does, fire it down the ice. 1:19 left to go here on the power play. Toros have got to rush back to get it, and it's going to be James Davidson as Mississauga was going off on a line change. Lead pass up there for Owen Smith. Smith starting it out from center. Trying to get his shot through, rolled in behind the net. Nice play there by John to keep it in. Gage Ford holds the line, keeps it in for the Toros, bounces it in behind the net. John trying to pressure number 15. Schmier's trying to help out John as Caleb John gets away with a centering pass, but that pass missed a man. Sears got it. Connor Sear looking to get a shot through, couldn't get tipped out in front. Gage Ford's going to pitch in from the line. He holds it in for the Toros, but his shot didn't make it through. Sear tries for a slapper out in front. Big chance at the front, stopped there by Murray as the Toros are banging away at the rebound. Murray has it in his glove. Got to face off to the left of McComb as Gage Ford trying to get it out, throws it out in front, and there's nobody there to put it in for Mississauga. It goes in behind the net. Lead pass at the center. Cameron Ryan almost took that pass, but Allen picked it off. Jackman takes his man into the board. Still stays in the Mississauga zone as Jackman's down and hurt right now. Face off in the Toro zone as Jackman gets back to his feet. Here comes Oscar Fata leading it out through center ice for the Toros. Going up there with Rizzler, trying to get that backhand over there for Parker. Rizzler gets broken up. Kept in at the line by Capelli, trying to get his shot through. Tipped out in front. Trying to find that loose puck is Ryan Verschuren, who's got the Toros on the board on that power play goal. But now number 9 has it. 1 minute left to go here in the second period. Number 9 starts it out through center ice. Kept in at the line. Trying to get his shot through. Couldn't find a lane to get it through. Here come the Toros. Trying for one more rush in the last minute is Ryan Verschuren. In over the blue line. Couldn't get around number 21. Bounces it in behind the goal. 40 seconds left. Over there for Thomas Menko. Menko tries to find Austin Fata into the zone. Drop pass for Verschuren. Could be dangerous with a shot. Stopped there by Murray. Face off will be to the left, and Murray gets one by the Toros. Maddox has got the puck. Ethan Maddox fires it at the goal, gets knocked down by Mississauga. They're trying to get it out of their own zone. Lead pass out through center ice. Toros are going to be penalized coming up. But there's a pass over there for his man, missed him. 10 seconds left. Mississauga may get one more shot at it. That gets blocked. Another whack away at it. And another shot at it. And they score. And it's not going to matter for the penalty now. Mississauga scores with the extra man. Makes it 3-1. Back-to-back goals in the last minute. They scored in the last minute of the first period as well. That gave them a 2-0 lead. And now they scored another one to get their insurance to head to the third. They've got a 3-1 lead. Number 45 is going to take the face-off. That's going to end period number 2. The Toros have a steep hill to climb. 3-1 heading into period number 3. Schmear's going to take the face-off to start period number 3 for the Toros. Trying to start something here, down 3-1 to start this period. Over there for Caleb John. John, nowhere to go with the puck. Gets it turned over to Mississauga at center ice. Leading it in through center. Comes in offside. William Schmear to take the draw. Gets won by Mississauga and fired back in behind the goal. Here comes the opportunity for Davidson to fire it around up there for Owen Smith. Smith with the lead pass gets broken up. Number 45 picks it up there at center. Has a chance to put it in and dumps it in behind the net. Thomas Mako getting pressured on by number 96. Trying to spin away from him, looking for a shot. Couldn't get his backhand out in front as he was looking out into the slot area. Here comes the opportunity for number 16 with a puck on his stick. Backhand knocked down by the Toros. And Owen Smith leads it out. Owen Smith going up there with Caleb John. But his backhand gets knocked down by Mississauga with a chance to clear it out. And they do clear it through center. Gage Ford retrieves it in his own zone. Ford, as Mississauga's going off on a line change, gets it over there for Connor Cole. And Jackman going to the net. Connor Cole's shot went wide and Jackman wasn't there to put in the rebound. But Jackman still working hard as he can to get to that loose puck. Mississauga's got it, fires it around the board. Trying to get it out of their zone. Lead pass gets broken up there by Gage Ford at the Toros bench. Rolls back in for number 91 as the linesman takes a spill. Here comes Jackman going up there with Cameron Ryan. Logan Jackman, nowhere to go, fires it at the goal, knocked down by the defenseman. Jackman still putting pressure on in the offensive zone. He gets taken down in behind the goal. Jackman back on his feet, but Mississauga are the ones with the puck as they lead it up through center with a lead pass over for his man. Nice play by Connor Steer to poke it off his stick. But Gage Ford has it. Ford turned it over, and now Mississauga bring it into the Toros zone. Number 27 goes for a shot. Went high and wide over the net. Took a Mississauga bounce, but he couldn't put it into the empty net. Sear with a chance to clear it out. Uses the boards, kept in at the line by the defenseman. Throws it at the goal. Went high and wide in behind the net. Gage Ford over there for Jackman. Here comes a chance. Connor Cole with Cameron Ryan, but Connor Cole couldn't spring Cameron Ryan with that pass. Or Cameron Ryan would have been off to the races, knocked down by Quentin Capelli in his own zone. Capelli up there for Cameron Ryan. He might get one more opportunity on this shift. Bounces it past the defenseman, goes in behind the goal. Parker Roosler sitting out in front of the net. With a lead pass out through center ice for number 21 with a pass over there. Looking to get a shot through. That went wide. Toros trying to find the loose puck and lead it out through center as Quentin Capelli bounces it off the boards. Espada was down there at center. Ryan Verschuren, who opened the scoring for the Toros, looking for more with a shot. And that one finds the crest of Murray. Verschuren wins the draw. Mississauga trying to get it out of their zone. Goes in behind the net. Fires it around. Chance to clear it out through center ice. That gets poked away by Verschuren as Mississauga lead it out through center with a pass. Looking to get it through from the slot area. He's got number 6 going to the goal, and he had that one-timer time perfect, but he fired it wide. There's Oscar Fata trying to get it out of his zone. Going up there with Verschuren, but Fata turned it over. And here comes the opportunity back the other way. Looking for somebody out in front, and his pass got broken up as Parker Roosler doing all he can. Take this man into the boards, and Roosler's going to go to the box for heading from behind. Face-off outcome to the left of McComb. Number 45 goes back to the line for number 21. Trying to get a shot through, hit a man out in front. Mississauga's on the power play, trying to put the insurance marker on the board. They're up 3-1. 21 throws it at the goal, hits a skate out in front. Owen Smith finds it, fires it down the ice. A great opportunity there for Smith. That's going to kill some time on the Mississauga power play on the penalty to Parker Roosler, which was only 2 minutes for heading from behind. Lead pass out through center for number 12. Trying to get a shot through. Went wide of the net. 98 to pick up the loose puck in the corner. Trying to set it out in front. Went back to the defenseman, but he wasn't there, so it comes out through center. Over there for number 21 at the Toros bench. with a drop pass to number 12. It's a 3-on-2 the other way with a shot. Blocker save there by McComb. Big save to keep his team in the game so far. Number 98 with a stick on the ice with a shot. Big glove save by Owen McComb. Robbery at the side of the net as number 12 had the 4th goal for Mississauga on his stick taken away by the leather of McComb. William Schmear wins the draw, but it gets turned over at center. Sear putting pressure on his man. Back turnover again to Schmear, who clears it down the ice. 35 seconds left to go on the Mississauga power play. Back in his own zone to pick it up, looking for a lead pass out through center. Instead goes around the boards. William Schmear knocked it down, puts it back in behind the net. 20 seconds left to go on the penalty to Rusler as the defenseman starts it out of his own zone with a lead pass. There's another drop pass there for number 21. Number 91 with a shot. Stopped there by McComb. Face-off comes to the left of McComb as the Toros try and get it out. That's Quentin Capelli. Couldn't get a shot through as Cameron Ryan's trying to pick it up. Cameron Ryan for Connor Cole leads it in through center ice. Connor Cole with a shot. Went wide of the goal, but it still stays in the Mississauga zone. Trying to go back to the line for Ethan Maddox. Trying to get his shot through, tipped out in front. Nobody there to tip it. Toros still pressure on. Stopped there by Murray. Maddox keeps it in at the line. Fires it in behind the goal. Connor Cole trying to get to the loose puck. Before the Mississauga player, as it's a collision right there in the corner, fires it around the board. Trying to keep it in, he does. Cameron Ryan turns and fires, that hits a blue stick, goes in behind the net. But Connor Cole still putting pressure on. Toros putting on pressure, trying to see if they can cut this to one. Kept into the line by Capelli. Quentin Capelli, nowhere to go. Here comes the opportunity, leading it up through center. Trying to start a 2-on-1. Capelli with a shot. That was a left pad save there by McComb. Number 91 goes back to the line. Knocked down by Capelli. Still stays right here in front of us. Still doing battle against number 6. Getting help there from Connor Cole to dig that loose puck free and fires it down the ice. That pass was almost picked off by Jackman to go in on a breakaway, but he just couldn't intercept the pass. Cameron Ryan's got it at center. In over the blue line. Taking his shot. Stopped there by Murray easily as he steered it aside into the corner. Mississauga get it out of their own zone with 2:40 left to go here in the game. Over there for number 27. Lead pass gets broken up by Fata, but the Toros were in offside. Ryan Verschuren to take the draw, wins it. Davidson's got the puck, dumps it in behind the net. Ryan Verschuren putting pressure on the defenseman as he moves it over for his defensive partner, trying to get it out. Fata putting pressure on, trying to keep it in. Knocked down by Thomas Menko. But now Mississauga have their opportunity to clear it the rest of the way down the ice. Number 12, trying to get around James Davidson. That's not going to work as he lead pass for Parker Rusler. Rusler for Austin Fata, too far past him, but Fata still on the puck. Nowhere to go with it though. Couldn't keep it in. James Davidson holds the line. Throws that goal. Stopped there easily by Murray, but the Toros still putting pressure on. That shot rolled wide of the net. 1:45 left to go in the game. Trying for a lead pass out through center ice. Number 98 over there for number 45. Who reaches the zone, dumps it into the Toro zone now. Menko couldn't get it out of his zone. And now Mississauga looks for the Rusler. Doing all he could to get to the loose puck. 1:20 left to go in the game. Bounce it in behind the net for Verschuren, who fires it around the boards there for Parker Rusler. And a chance to clear it out. Takes his man into the boards. And now the Toros get it and fire it down. Toros going off on a line change as number 21's trying to turn up the speed and reach the zone for a shot. Couldn't get a shot through, so he went in behind the net. Number 21 has it taken away by the Toros, but number 91 gets it for Mississauga with a man out in front. And that man out in front had his pass intercepted by Gage Ford. Trying to start a breakout is Gage Ford. Drop pass there for Owen Smith, who couldn't get it through. There's another quick shot stopped there by Murray out in front, and he holds it for a face-off. Under 40 seconds to go. The Toros have McComb on the bench for the extra attacker. They at least need 2 to tie. Connor Cole to take the draw. Mississauga going to start it through center on a breakout. have the open net to shoot at. Goes all the way down and into the middle of the net, and that's going to make it 4-1 in favor of Mississauga. Face off at center. Connor Cole. This might be the last play of the game as Connor Cole picks up the loose puck, trying to get around the defenseman, number 27. He's all alone, stopped there by Murray. And there's no penalty on the call. Throws it out of front. James Davidson couldn't get a shot away. 10 seconds left. It squeaks out through center. Gates Ford going back in his own zone, trying to go over there for Connor Shear. 5 seconds left. Late pass up there for Logan Jackman, who reaches the blue line. Tries to get one more backhand away. Gets knocked down by Mississauga. And Mississauga get the win over your Toros, 4-1. The Toros have one more game at 5:30 at UFG Gold. I'm the voice of the Clarington Toros, Mike Jackman.